Hello, Leo, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for this week of November 2nd, guys. We had that incredible full moon, and if you guys are watching more than one video of mine, you're going to hear me say it, but there's been a lot of emotional energy that's coming up with this full moon. It's a blue moon, right? So it's not two full moons in 1 month. So there's a lot of emotions. When I say emotions, people always want to assume it's crying, but anger, frustration, fear, anxiety, stress. These are all emotions. And the full moon is a culmination, right? And the first 3 days after the moon is a dark moon. So you feel kind of like I'm, overwhelmed or stressed, or even random panic attacks, that happened to me out of nowhere. It's just a lot of stuff coming up. So making sure that you're cutting your cords, making sure that you're cleansing, but more importantly, making space for it. This is not about putting on YouTube or Netflix or talking to 5 million people in order to either validate or kind of get rid of these emotions. You have to sit with them. Put a timer on for just a few minutes and just take a deep breath and recognize what this is. Don't identify, just observe it. Like, oh, this is fear, or make it a little bit of a game for your higher self. This is an exercise in consciousness, an exercise in awareness. Like, this is anxiety. Have I felt this before? Why am I feeling it with this person or this situation? Has this person or the situation ever given me reason to feel this? If no, then where else is this coming from? Guys, awareness is literally 60% of the work. So start practicing it. Now, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So please be sure to check all 3, guys, not just your sun sign. The other ones are really important. If you're not sure what those are for you, there is a free astrological calculator down below. All right, my beautiful Leo. It's my rising sign. So I'm with you guys. Let's see what this week has in store for us. Just take a deep breath in. I'm just going to tap in. Let's just ground out really quickly. Okay. And clarity over here for you guys. Okay. The King of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Moon, the Epiphany card, the 10 of Wands, the Sun card, the Chariot. You had the Strength card. The Clarity card is the Emperor, and the Page of Wands. Clarity card for the Moon is the 9 of Cups. All right. Right out the gate, guys, the King of Cups is about, it can be about mental, healthy masculinity. It can be about creative solutions. The King of Cups is about trusting yourself, trusting your feelings. It's really about evolving emotionally, Leos, and being able to accomplish many things at once. So you have the 6 of Wands with it. So number 1, Leo, this is going to be a pretty busy week for you. It's going to be a busy week in terms of your own goals, projects, your to-do list, things to really one after the other. And this is good. Understand as you move through this, kind of align a little bit more with your intuition and your creativity to figure out any kind of roadblocks, because that's really where it's going to come from, that passion, that spirit, and things are going to move right along this week. Now, we do have the 5 of Wands here, so this does denote some arguments this week. The Clarity card here, we have it with the Moon. And the Clarity card is the 9 of Cups. So these arguments, these disagreements, be really careful. I believe Mercury's still in retrograde. Right, but these are arguments or miscommunication that is stemming from your fears, especially your emotional fears, Leo. Now, you have the Epiphany card with it, so this is not your first rodeo. When you have the Epiphany card, this is the card of the spiritual teacher. This is a lesson, an experience that your soul came to overcome, might be a little karmic, really came to transcend. So you might recognize some of these fears as example, fears of not being good enough, fears of unworthiness, fears of whichever. But what I do know is this is not the first time you've had this. You recognize it in yourself. You might say, hey, every time I start getting really successful in work, or anytime I start really getting successful in relationship, this thing kicks up, this fear. Maybe it's a fear of failure, a fear of rejection, a fear of abandonment. You're going to recognize this, and it's human, Leo. Whenever we have something that's really great, sometimes our fear of losing it is proportionate to it, and you might, so be very careful, create arguments as a result. You might be a little oversensitive. You might You might recognize that you might have some sabotaging tendencies, or you might have started a conversation because it's ask yourself this week, think twice, speak once. Whenever you want to broach a subject with somebody this week, ask yourself, is this coming out of self-love or is it coming out of fear? And every time it's coming out of fear, think twice about it. It's better to work on that within yourself before broaching. And if you're like, well, it is a fear, but it's out of self-love, you're going to have to work that one on your own and come to your own conclusions. We have the 10 of Wands. It's funny. I'm seeing a theme with the fire signs. Whatever this pattern, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. You've been here. You've done it. You might be thinking, why can't I just be happy? Why can't I just let things flow? Why can't I just be in my confidence? You're doing too much. You're burning the candle at both ends here. Now you have the Sun card, which shows a positive outcome to this, but the key to the Sun card is that you don't give up. The key to the Sun card is about positive mindsets. It's about keep having faith in yourself. So whenever you're in a situation, you said, ask yourself, Leo, if I was in my ideal work environment, my ideal relationship, whatever that is, how would the situation look? You might say, well, I'd be able to have this open conversation, or I'd actually feel really confident in myself. This wouldn't even be an issue. Align with that. Align with that vision. Hold the vision first before taking any action. We have the Chariot card and the Strength card. And the Chariot card is about career advancement and movement. And we already see this is going to be a busy week for you. So if you are having stress and things are going great, don't be like, oh, waiting for the shoe to drop, or things are too good to be true. Stop that mantra, because you're a creator and you'll create a self-fulfilling prophecy. The Chariot is about forward movement and success and determination. And the Strength card for me as a reader, it usually has denoted breakups in the past, but please understand, the Strength card is about making decisions out of self-love and self-respect. So you can actually be walking away from old mindsets, walking away from old patterns. I wanted clarity on that Strength card. And I got the Emperor and the Page of Wands. And the Emperor is about taking control of a situation and going after with passion and faith. What's beautiful about the Page of Wands is that the Page of Wands is someone who's optimistic and fun and energetic, and it doesn't care about perhaps the challenges that lie ahead, because that's life. The Page of Wands knows it's going to happen. It doesn't matter what the challenges are, because I'm going to overcome them. Do I know how? No, but the challenge is up ahead. So but it pursues it. Take control. A lot of the fire signs, a lot of the guidance or fire signs this week is about being in your power. The Emperor is someone who's in their own power, makes decisions. It doesn't wait for other people to be ready or situation. It goes. It's 3 steps ahead. It's very ambitious in nature. So do your best this week, Leo, to put yourself first. And when I say that, making sure that you're feeling great, giving yourself what you need to feel energized and confident and in alignment in a very healthy way, and get clear with yourself. Remember, think twice, speak once this week, because this is a beautiful week of creativity and success. And sometimes, it comes with its insecurities. Do your best to not give in to any verbal drama, arguments, or any other projections, because that's just feeding into an old fear and ego. But there really is an opportunity here to move past old cycles. For some Leos, it'll definitely be in their work environment, their own success, their own goals, their own visions, so you can move forward and be that successful expansion. And for some of you, it might be more because it's anything with you guys where it's emotional fulfillment, and it really does look a little bit more career-oriented, creative, project-oriented, your own goals and visions. So do your best to not sabotage yourself, guys. I'm going to get one more clarity card for guidance. Whoa, that flew right out. The 6 of Coins. The 6 of Coins is all about new careers, financial abundance, a lot of prosperity. You're going to do great, Leo. Have faith in your ideas. Have faith in your abilities and your skills and your intelligence, but more importantly, in your creativity. You're born with everything that you need to succeed. So do your best, guys, to acknowledge when this old emotion is coming up, because that's your glass ceiling. It's your emotion. That's it. Bust right through it, guys. You're going to do great. Chariot is career success and advancement and acknowledgement from your peers. I hope this serves you, Leo. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you next week for next week's readings.